All right, gonna make this one quick. Let's see. Spies down. Everything seems to be, yeah, well, we can see a... So this is... Yeah. All right, so we got that. What to think about it? Not much to think about it. Besides that, this might be an actual concern. So we'll put that in there. But what's next? Oh, Qs are heavy, huh? Potential double top. Yep. So let's put that in there. I hate doing this way. So 450 is going to be an issue, I guess, for the Qs. When it has those psychological barriers where it's just like, oh, why? I mean, I guess you could say this is technical because we have a double top set up here, but I also consider this maybe just a psychological level. The fact that she bounced up like this, and as long as she's, if she holds, yeah, basically above the 442, I think we're okay for a lot of the bio boom and bio reactor names. All right, let's take a look at ESPR here. Looks like she's up. I noticed, I looked at it real quick, but noticed that, you know, these spikes that she's getting are not breaking this downtrend ray. So like you can get the wicks above them, but you know, we're not closing above it. So the good news is that you have an ignition right here, right? Igniting candle, so big move, and she came down, she retested this morning about halfway. As long as I would say probably right around this anchored VWAP dotted line is probably a good spot for it to say as long as she holds up against this today, things are looking good. So what do we got here? Anything from this morning? Okay, so that's why. ESPR reduction label. Okay, so essentially we should be start this so that would be sweet. So maybe you see it. Well, we're pretty early on, so that would be in Q2. So second half of this year should look pretty good because they don't need to really do anything. They're already in they're already in the offices. As long as the manufacturing, you know, can keep up with the projected, you know, bump in use or demand, they should be all right. So ESPR looks pretty good for the second half of the year. So any sort of market rollover, she's probably a top target. All right, making this quick. Trying to make this quick. Come on. All right, so looks like we were right on this. Saw the bump in volume, saw the breakout. Came out of here, retested, so we timed Bayer pretty well. got a breakout here on the RSI. So this is not that like you go gung-ho here, but you know, if you're looking for a good spot to add to Bayer or start something on Bayer, this is it. Doesn't mean this can't go to zero, obviously, but this is a spot where you can at least contemplate. This is a spot where, you know, an area where I can possibly do a move here. And not that this is a strong reversal setup, but you're starting to see bullish divergences, right? You're also seeing breaking out of the RSI, bleeding out, looks good here. Bioreactor. This one I'm interesting. Nothing really. So these guys are just kind of bleeding up. Halo. Regeneron, why are you down? That's interesting. Okay. We'll have to read in on that. This could be an opportunity. Still way above my buy target, but again, if we can kind of get her down, where could she go? I guess there is a possibility she would bleed down to these mid 800s. Because you can see there's a little desert here, right, of volume. So once you get below here, you might be able to just kind of drop back down here, and that could be a spot for a retest. You can see there's support in here, so if you're looking just to grab on technicals, like this is, I mean, she's testing this already, so if she doesn't have to go too much further, there's going to be obviously a little bit of battle at 920 something, 925, but then, you know, if the market goes over, this could be a spot in this general area. Keep an eye out there. And let's just take a little quick look at BioBoom besides ESPR. Is there anybody else that's sticking out? That's... No, a bunch of the names we've been watching, so let's see how Cirrus is looking. Not great. SGMO. That's a good one. Oh, they had another offering. They're going to have to do a reverse split, so... Although the valuation and everything, it might... See, sometimes before reverse split, you can get it really when the valuation's dirt cheap. And then when there's the reverse split, somebody does like some, you know, pulls a great move of, you know, pumping it up because the volume is so low, and they'll force the shorts to cover very quickly because, you know, the spread gets huge. Doesn't take much to bid it up. So I'm not saying that's the way to do this, but if you're sitting here and you do have something, don't, you know, accumulate in the 50s and 60s. It's not all doom and gloom if you want to take something and, you know, book some profit on a potential spike in the share price after the reverse split. All right, I'm going to end it there. Again, I'm still looking at those same names. I'll repost them in the chat. If you guys have any questions, let me know. This week's going to be heavy on reports, so... Yeah, so if you have anything, try to pile it on. I might not get into towards maybe into April, but if you have anything that's, you know, urgent, let me know. Other than that, good luck.